Yo, what up? This is the best podcast in the industry. Number one. Number one. JUAN. Number one podcast in window cleaning. The Squeegee Life Podcast. What's up, everybody? Martana.
So I think it's the longest running podcast, right?
Longest running, too. Yep, longest running podcast. Jersey tries to say that his was first, but I don't believe that. I mean, he might have been recording that shit, but nobody was watching it.
Yeah, wasn't he like Weasel in the Sperm or whatever the fucking show was called?
I think he's lost control on TikTok because, like, the real cordial, proper Jersey is no longer around on his newer videos. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's let his hair down, for lack of a better term.
Mm-hmm. He's just like, get shit on! Get shit on!
Yeah, I'm like,
you're an ass! You're an ass!
Yeah, it's, yeah, I don't know, man. It sucks being lame, dude. I haven't spoke to Jersey in a month. Better. He doesn't. I don't think he needs my articles anymore.
He never responds to me anyway.
Well, dude, you badger the shit out of the dude. I mean, come on, Jacob. I mean,
he's kind of a twat. He deserves
it. Hey, I haven't messed with him in a while.
How the fuck we go from 10 people to fucking all the way back down to fucking one? I don't understand this stream anymore. I'm so fucking tired of YouTube, dude.
That freaking people counter doesn't fucking work right anyway. Because it could be totally different on mine, totally different what it says on yours.
That's because they stopped the stream. Like when I'm watching on my phone, like it stopped the stream right now. Like I have to go back, restart it.
Yeah.
Really?
It happens for like the first 10 minutes of the show every time we go on.
YouTube wants to copyright strike the fucking podcast every time it goes up. Every time it goes up. Just because. I mean, I pay now. I have a monthly fucking subscription now that I have to pay for the music for the podcast openings now.
Really? Okay, so let me
ask you this. It's either that or the podcast is fucking demonetized every time I use it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Facebook is the same way. If you put a video up that has music in the background, it gets flagged like in 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you this. Why is it that YouTube and Facebook are like that, but like TikTok is not? Because there's fucking music all over TikTok. And it's more than like 10-second clips.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know. But the screen keeps fucking, I mean, like we had 14 people watching, now we're down to fucking 1. So it's like, what's the point in even doing this live anymore?
Yeah, I'm showing 2, but that's wrong. But that time I wasn't here, you had like 600 watching. It's not even close.
We didn't have 600, it was like 100 and something.
Yeah, it was up there though.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I can't even get it to load on my phone. Like it just keeps going off. Like super weird. I don't know. YouTube does suck.
Well, it says 3 watching, and we got at least 3 of TJ's immediate family commenting. So there's got to be something going on.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's weird. Like I can't even get it to load on my phone. Like it just keeps.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know what it's doing. I don't know why it's doing that. Hello, Elena. I don't know, dude. I don't know, man.
For some reason, it was like the first 10 minutes just caught reloading and trying to watch it.
That's because YouTube wants to fucking... All they want to do is stick their fucking hand in your pocket. That's all YouTube is about anymore.
Yeah.
I miss the old days of like Renegade YouTube, you know, like 10 years ago.
Back when Alex Jones ran YouTube. That's the YouTube I miss. But now it's a fucking total horseshit from jump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't worry about people watching. That's not the case. But when I get messages, guy. That's what it is,
like
essentially.
What are you
I get
Never
people,
seen this guy before.
Yeah, I get he's been a subscriber for a while. But yeah, the only reason why I mention it is because people message me. My phone blows up for the first half hour of the podcast with private messages about it. So that's why. I say something about it, because as soon as I start getting the messages, either we're late or what happened to the feed, what happened to the podcast, like, it's insanity. So I usually bounce my cursor over and look to see, and like now it's built all the way on my screen. It's built all the way back up to 14 people. So
yeah, it says 6 on mine.
Yeah, I got a 6 too.
It's insanity.
Yeah, it's weird, man, for sure. For sure, dude. For sure.
How the hell do they expect us to get a following when they can't even tell us how many people we got here? Ridiculous.
Well,
get your shit right.
I know one way, but I won't say that one.
I'm about 2 seconds away from just going old school and just recording them.
Release
you know what I mean?
That way?
Yeah. And just fucking upload them and be done with it. You know what I mean? Just...
That's a lot of work, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. Yeah, it's just a bunch, man. It just, like, you know, again, like, I've said it 1,000 times on the show. When you do it, we get, our average views is between 3 and 250. I don't upload the audio version of this podcast anymore. I just quit. I just don't have the time to fuck with it anymore. I just don't. Yeah, I need to teach Elena how to fucking upload the fuckers to the audio version. I need to teach her how to do that and have her come in fucking Friday morning, pull the video, put it in the fucking program, strip the video off of it, put the audio down, and then fucking resave it and upload it. I need to and have her type out a description, and you know what I mean? That's what I'm going to end up having to do. I have all of the episodes that have not been uploaded, so when I do get her to figure it out, I'm just going to give her a hundo and be like, put them all up.
That's for like Podbean and whatnot.
The Podbean, and it goes to iTunes and Spotify and all that fucking shit. So I need to learn her how to do that, because me and Elena are going to end up doing a podcast.
Cool. Get her all trained
up. The one thing I was trying to start doing, I don't think it's gonna have the staying power to be consistent enough. It was kind of an experiment to see how often me and Dude were gonna do it. It's already fell off. This is week 2. We haven't done it, so it's like I'm probably just gonna go in another direction. Me and Elena have a similar interest in something, and I already have a title for the podcast, and me and Elena have pretty good energy together, so it'd probably be really good. Cool. I don't know if it won't be a live video thing, I don't think. I mean, we may end up doing that. You know, I don't know. I'm probably open up a Patreon for her, and maybe, it'll be, all the money be directly deposited into her account. She can have her own little thing. But, yeah.
Awesome. Are there other platforms like Rumble? Could you do this on Rumble instead?
I'm sure I could, but I mean, how many people are going to follow us to Rumble?
I don't know.
How many window cleaners are in Rumble? Now, I mean, I'm not trying to be. I'm not. None. I
don't know. I don't go there. I'm just
Jason Lehman. Jason Lehman. There you go. That'll be our whole audience. I hate the. I'm not to be a prick. I'm just saying. Like everyone's like, go to Rumble. Go to Rumble. Do it on Rumble. Well, this isn't Louder with Crowder, guys. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be a prick, but again, this isn't Louder with Crowder. It's a fucking window cleaning podcast. You know what I mean? And I know you guys put 2 suggestions in there, the same 2 suggestions from last week about what happens when you're depressed in the wintertime. I smoke a joint. You know what I mean? I'm like,
yeah, you're not wrong. It's every window cleaner in the world. Unless you live somewhere warm where you can work.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I understand that, Levi. Yeah, just it's a window cleaning podcast, and it fucking. I gotta be honest with you, and I don't want this to come off the wrong way, but you can only do so many shows about window cleaning. Just again, not to be a prick. It just starts
getting regurgitated.
Not to be a prick, but just Jersey's show.
Someone else's podcast.
Jersey's podcast. Yeah. I mean, I know he does it really well. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with the podcast. I'm just saying, just think about that. doing 300 plus episodes, and you cannot stray off of that topic. That's all you got to do is sell,
Yeah.
sell, 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 sell. I mean, that's, you know what I mean? That, I just, that would rob me of my soul. I just could not do that. I mean, good on him.
I think he looks at it part of his job, though.
That's what I'm saying. It has to be your
we're not
job to do a
selling
show like that.
anything.
We're not selling anything except for T-shirts. Barely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Barely.
Make sure you go buy a Squeegee Life pole.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
We need to get rid of those fucking poles already. Sell.
Yeah, what with the Squeegee Life poles?
I'm sure we've sold product, just by promoting certain things.
I think I think he's only got a few left of those Squeegee Life poles. But it would be cool if they sold out. I mean, they might reorder them. I mean, because everyone that's used everyone that's used one really likes them. I get nothing but good talk. Everyone. I mean, I've never heard anything from Chris or Alex about people complain about. Everyone that has one that's spoken to me about having one has come back like, dude, this thing is fucking rad. So,
Yeah. Well, I think also that Squeegee Life pole was introduced when the market got completely flooded with poles. Phil had the Shogun and three other name poles, and the Destroyer was coming out, and everything else.
What really, I'll be honest with you. What the window cleaning, like especially in that area, I think the thing that lacks the most is a brush. You know what I mean? And I know. Perry's got a brush, but $400 is a little steep. I know WCR, you said earlier, they're selling a new brush. It's like $300. Like, what am I getting for $300?
Right.
Like a silencer, I know what I'm getting with that. You know what I mean? I've seen some dudes.
Yeah.
Never mind. I can't talk about that. But I seen some shit, and this dude was there, man. Look at this. I got this. I've wore it out. I'm known as the hardest working man in window cleaning, and look what I did to my thing. And I'm just like, dude. I mean, not for nothing, but I'm a owner operator, and I've been using the same one for like 3 fucking years, and mine don't look like that. So don't act like I don't work as hard as you, because that was what he was inferring, is that the people that tested these things don't work as hard as he does. And like, wait a minute.
Come on, man.
Come on, dude.
My shed cleans thousands of windows a week.
I
can tell you this.
I was so close to saying something, but I've got to maintain a certain level of composure because I'm representing a company. I can't just be like, yo, shut the fuck up.
That,
you know what I mean? Like,
you can't
bitch, stop it. Yeah, you can't do
when
that.
You see that, but when you see the context of what, and I didn't see this, so I'm making a general statement. When you see the context of what he put up, okay, you get to a certain point, like I know where I am, and I can say, okay, that's ridiculous, and I don't even want to fucking debate with this guy. You know what I'm saying? Let him fucking say what he's going to say.
Yeah.
You do you, I'll do me. I know this. I've been using the same one for 3 years as well. About every other Friday. Okay, wherever I'm finishing up my day, which is the same place every single Friday.
Well, we're talking about a silencer is what we're talking about. You know that. Yeah.
I literally take it off my belt. Mm-hmm. I run it under the hose bin. Mm-hmm. I fold it open, clean it all out, and put it behind my seat. And I come back.
This dude's like, his silencer has got a fucking gouge wore out where the squeegee goes. Like, wore completely down to the bindings on the inside.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this is how much I done a gajillion fucking times, bro. I'm just fucking doing all the windows in the world. You know what I mean? That's that kind of guy. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to mention his name. I don't want to start no shit. But it just come off as really pompous. And then he's like, I'm not being a cunt. And then he, like, sends another video. And, like, I'm not being a cunt. But while being a cunt. It's just like, bro, relax. When you are that strong about how you fucking, I'm the fucking man, 50 grand and shit, you come off as you're not the man, 50 grand. Yeah. Sorry, bro.
Well, if you're making that much money, clean that many windows, you can buy another one. So.
Right.
I mean, privately, that's exactly what I was like. Hey, man, can I be like, hey, man, since you make so much money, why don't you just buy another one? You know what I mean?
You should have a different one for every day of the week, right?
Yeah, if you're fucking working that much, then you should have more than enough money to buy another one then, dude. It should be nothing but a drop in the bucket. What I'm saying is this. I've got models that, you know, I've used here and there. I've given away to people and shit like that. Very lightly used, you know what I mean? A couple months just to make sure they don't leak, whatever. But that one that I've got, I've had that thing for fucking ever, man. I'm just not hearing that shit. I'm not hearing that. You're not saying that to me. You're not, listen. There's something that you're doing that you shouldn't be doing.
Right.
Because I've seen a lot of those, you know what I mean? I've seen a lot of those things, and a lot of people have had them for a long, long time, and that's the first one I've ever seen like that. Besides the dudes that had gunslingers that were running them across the fucking concrete, you know what I mean? Like, how much are you on your fucking knees?
Right.
You know what I mean? Well, guys, get down on their knees for what? Why the fuck are you on your knees crawling around cleaning windows, man? Like, fuck.
Yeah.
People are just gonna... You're going to get one or two guys that always complain about everything.
Yeah.
The price of this. It's literally the only industry I've ever seen, like, working around trades that complains about the price.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
And that's, and you know, that's the ironic thing. That's the ironic thing about a lot of this shit is I see it a lot in pressure washing. Like, dudes will get on and they'll bitch and they'll piss and moan about the cost of a product. You know what I mean? And how, you know, this is so much money, blah, 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 blah. And I'll just go buy this cheap shit from the big box store. And then 2 days later, they'll be posting, I got outbid on this job by $100 by this fucking cheapskate motherfucker. So the cheapskate, now that person's a cheapskate motherfucker, but you're not.
Yeah, but window cleaners are the same way.
That's what I mean.
Times,
I'm not.
On the pages, you'll see a correspondence between a customer and a vendor, and it'll say, your price of $550 is a little steep. Last time I paid $225, and everybody else is like, and then they're like, look at this asshole. I'm like, okay, so when someone comes to your house to do work, you don't price shop at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Guarantee they do. If somebody wants $300 to clean your carpets, and someone wants $200 to clean your carpet, you know what I'm saying?
Like the same thing with squeegee rubber. And I don't mean to bring this up and harp on this, but I got some squeegee rubber because, you know, I've seen a lot of guys like that fucking Jake Van Norton dude, that fucking simp, fucking bone smoking queers, Jake Van Orton, whatever the fuck his name is. I can't stand the dude. He's a fucking super cunt 9000. But he's like, you know, every time he brings up Black Diamond squeegee rubber, the very first thing that he says about Black Diamond squeegee rubber is it's cheap. You get what you pay for.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Like, huh?
Yeah. Is he the super stack ladder guy who just does everything by
No,
ladder?
that's Joran fucking Herzorg Schnurgen.
Yeah.
That fucking dude. He's like, he's like fucking shorter than Mark, and he's always fucking like trying to big dog me all the time. Everything he says about me is I'm fat and I'm this, and I don't do that because I'm fat, and I don't do this because I'm fat.
He's a one-upper.
He's a one-upper guy, and I'm like, he's like, oh, I'm always on a ladder. I was like, yeah, because you're fucking 3 feet tall, dude. That's why you're always on a fucking ladder. You fucking cunt. Like he thinks he thinks that I'm not as good a window cleaner as him is because I can do what he does with a fucking pole.
How does that translate?
That's just that's just what he is. He's on a ladder, so he's better than me. But I can do it from the ground.
He's European, so he sucks anyways.
Yeah, and he's fucking 3 feet tall. Like, I seen him holding a 12-gauge shotgun. The shotgun was literally taller than he was. Like, longer than he is tall. Like, dude, relax, guy. Go fuck yourself. Too many people trying to cut corners instead of real business owners trying to run a business. That's true. That's true. I can't say that that's not true. There are a lot of dudes in this industry that are trying to cut corners. If they're not trying to cut corners, they're trying to figure out a way to make money off the industry in some way, shape, or form. Like, I could probably do a lot better selling t-shirts if I started doing ads for the t-shirts. Like, I don't do like any promotion of the website whatsoever, except for the podcast. That's it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I could probably make TikTok videos and Instagram videos showing the design, showing the shirts, going to the fucking thing, and I would probably do a lot better. You know what I mean? But I don't fucking care. If somebody comes and watches the show, they happen to go and check out the fucking the website.
SqueegeeLife.com?
Yeah, SqueegeeLife.com. They go buy a couple of towels or a shirt or something. Cool. If not, whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever. I'm not tripping. I make my money cleaning glass. That's where I make my money. I'm not like trying to sell you a fucking course. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've got a book. You know what I mean? Like, there is some fucking really twatty.
You buy my course for $99.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
You too can clean windows.
Listen, if you can't, I see all these guys, and that's why I'm glad I'm off Facebook. But the number one thing was, oh, this rubber costs too much. This thing costs too much. If you don't have it in the budget to be able to afford squeegee rubbers, I have no interest in your opinion, because
right.
To me, you don't really run a business. You don't. Yeah. If you can't afford squeegee rubber, that's like being like, a McDonald's being like, we can't buy fries.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, that's your main. Right. I don't know. It's wild.
That's like, they're always like, what I would do is, I use this, it just lasts longer. But, dude, like, not for nothing, but if it's cheaper and I'm fucking changing a rubber like every fucking day, what the fuck? I mean, you're not making enough money to change your rubber every day. Like, what are we talking about here? You know what I mean? Like, what are we... So, do you use the same fucking soapy water all fucking week long because you don't want to spend too much money on soap? Like, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? It's just so fucking stupid. It's
water.
It's just like... It's like, I don't want to run out of... I'm a landscaper. I don't want to use too much gasoline. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just so fucking stupid. Like, it's like
all these guys say, like, I provide excellent quality and this and that, and yet you're cheaping out. You're not changing your rubber. Like, well, then you're not. Like, it's one or the other. Like either.
Well, it's like yeah, but you see that debate. This guy, I wanted 500, and this guy did it for 250. But they don't realize what they're missing. Dude, windows are clean or dirty. If I pay you to clean my windows and they're not clean, you're coming back to clean them again before you get paid.
Right.
There's no in between. You're faster, you're slower. Maybe the guy's twice as fast as you and can afford to do it for half your price. Anybody think of that?
Right.
He doesn't give a fuck, and that's what he's happy doing. Right. He's like, I want this job, or I need this job, or...
Yeah, I'm never, like... My prices are my prices. I'm never like, like, oh, well, this guy... Well, listen... Whatever I'm making off this, I'm telling you, I'm doing it. I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, it suits me. I don't care about what you're doing in your truck. Like, I am making money off this job. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about here? So.
Yeah. It sucks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I charge what I charge. If you don't want it done, don't have it done by me. And that's just what it is. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but see, Seth, you got to understand. We've all earned that. You understand what I'm saying?
True.
15 years ago or whenever you started, you would take whatever was thrown your way for a fair price because sitting home makes nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
100%.
And then you get to a point where you're at your cruising altitude and you can take it or leave it. This is what I can do for you. And this is what it costs. That's a good place to be. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And you've earned that. You've worked hard to achieve that. That's an achievement. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Well, I tell you, it feels like an achievement to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It sure does feel like an achievement to me to be able to be like, I can do this for this or I cannot do this for this. I'll be fine. You know what I mean? It's whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that's a good place to be. No, I'm not saying I've got so much money I don't know what the fuck to do with. It's not that at all. What I'm saying is if I don't like the situation, I could easily walk away from it. You know what I mean? Like, I could. There's another job. You know what I mean? Like, there will be another job. So it is what it is.
You can pick and choose what you want. Is what you're trying to say.
I don't want to sound that way. Like, I could pick and choose what I want because I'm the fucking man, and that's not what I'm saying.
No, that's not.
I'm just saying the phone is. There's always another job. I've found over the years of cleaning windows that when one door shuts, another one will open. Usually that day.
Yeah.
Like, I'll have like earlier this year I lost Chick-fil-A, which I wasn't too upset about. It was the first thing Monday morning. The guy was kind of a fucking cunt, and I really didn't feel like. I mean, I got talked down on the job.
Yeah.
Like how much it did, he beat me down about $20. And I went with it because at the time I'd just lost the McDonald's. We were KISS. Everything started going funky. I went about 6 months And then COVID hit. We shut down. No more window cleaning. I'm like, all right, cool. And he come back. Hey, man, we're going to do it again. Then a couple months later, oh, it's slowing down. Shuts it down again. Off, on, off, on, off, on. And then he called back the last time. And he's like, yeah, I want to start the thing back up again. I'm like, cool. And then he called in July and was like, I think we're going to, take some time and, everything's more expensive now, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, cool. But I can promise you, if he calls back again, I am not going back. That is it.
Yeah.
That is it. That day that I stopped, that day that he stopped this service, I picked up 2 fucking new monthly and made it right the fuck back up.
Yeah.
And the universe has a way of doing that for you. You know what I mean? So, and when he calls back, it's not same way with McDonald's. Like, I could give a fuck less. If McDonald's, there's been enough time and separation there that I feel like now I'll be like, okay, but now I can hit him. I'm going to hit him with the fucking price. Well, this is what it was before. Well, this is what it is now if you want me to do it. You know what I mean? This was then and now is now. You know what I mean? Like, so...
Past, present, future.
There's always another opportunity. You know what I mean? There's always another opportunity. It would be nice to have all that stuff. Yeah, all the McDonald's, all the Chick-fil-A's. That'd be nice to, great, that's fucking money. You know what I mean? That's just, but the other flip side of that is I'm going to be fucking exhausted. I'm going to be tired. Less time less time with at home with my family. You know what I mean? I don't want to be married to this shit. I'm doing okay the way I'm going right now. You know what I mean?
Then just leave it alone.
Right. Don't you think? Yeah. It's different.
I used to set goals, okay? Mm-hmm. And if you go way back to podcasts, I used to say how important it is to set goals. And this is part of my issue right now is the last few years I haven't set any goals. Like a goal could be something as simple as I want to pick up this chain of storefronts, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like 15. And I'm going to work until I get her these banks. And if you set the goals, you always have to strive for them. But sometimes you just... whatever's whatever,
Mm-hmm.
If the phone rings, it rings. If it doesn't ring, I'm fine with that too.
Yep.
Yep.
I found with like the McDonald's, it was really like she called me. I think maybe my price even then when she first called me, she's like, I'm having a hard time finding anybody. Can you go? And I was like, I was like, this is what it'll be. She's like, well, I need it done by tomorrow, and I made it happen. So she stuck with me, and then they had just bought this franchise from another franchisee, so there was 7 restaurants, and they were all funky, filthy, fucked up, dirty. Everything was fucking just a shit show. They brought me in, and I whipped the properties back into shape over the course of a year and a half, 2 years, and then their first opportunity to fucking cut me, they cut me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what it is. Yep. You have to kind of know there's a shelf life for everything.
Yeah.
It's not the day you get McDonald's, it's till the day you quit your business. It's
right.
It's got a
my goal is to not clean windows anymore. Like
that's a good goal.
I just don't want to do anything anymore. My goal is not to do anything anymore. I'm thinking about starting to play the lottery. Maybe I'll get lucky and maybe my dream will come true.
I go to the mailbox every day looking for that long lost trust fund.
Yeah.
Never seems to show up.
And maybe spend like $2 a week on lottery. Right. Maybe I'll get fucking lucky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my goal.
$2
win the lottery.
might pay off.
Yeah, my $2 might pay off. So, I don't know. That's my goal, not to do this anymore. What's your goal? What's your goals in window cleaning? To not be around associated with window cleaning anymore.
I think my goal is just to be left alone to do my thing, minimal interaction, and just do it and go home. You know what I'm saying?
Are you there right now, Mo?
Yeah.
To be honest?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. But I took
I
a
can't
big hit
resist
on my route
putting
work.
dicks and fucking. Putting
Bernie
Bernie
Sanders on TJ's pictures
and putting Bernie Sanders in. If he could get away from that addiction, he'd be non-existent on the internet.
Dude, if I made $5,
yeah, for every one of those did. You know how much money you'd make, dude? Oh, you'd be fucking loaded right now. You'd probably have more money from making fucking memes than you would selling towels.
Right? Okay, I'm gonna go.
No overhead on that either,
Yeah, I deleted my memes like 3 months ago. Okay, as of right now, in my queue, there's 2,281 memes
Jesus.
in
Jesus Christ, my dude.
Wow.
So yeah, you've reached your goal. You have plenty of free time.
there. Right.
Man.
Yeah. Well, no, I've gotten pretty good at it. I can actually do them at a red light without getting the horn blown at me.
Yeah. I don't know. This is a fickle industry. This is a fickle thing to do every week. This is just everything about all of this is tedious and fucking mind numbing, and after a certain amount of time, you know what I mean? Like, you just, I don't know, I wouldn't say complacent, but you just kind of get to the point where things are you've realized all the facts of the matter. And there are just some facts in this industry that you just have to deal with. You know what I mean? There's always going to be another dude with a bucket and a squeegee running around cleaning windows for less than you clean them.
Yeah.
There's always going to be a tool that comes along that's going to be like, fucking, man, this is great and everything, but it's going to be more expensive than the one you've been using for years. You know what I mean? There's always, you know what I mean? There's always something.
Well, yeah. That's
you know what I mean? It's just a thing. Yeah,
yeah,
just a thing.
It's a vicious circle.
It's just a thing that goes just along with it.
Make a mistake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just not how the world works.
Yeah.
Dude, I wish. Like,
There's just going to be a thing all the time. You guys just going to have to deal with the things. You know what I mean? Like, it's just things.
And there's always a new thing, too. It's like, look at us. There's 4 of us on here running 4 different types of businesses with different goals and what they like and what they don't like. And then who gives a shit? It can work however you want it to work.
Right.
So,
Drugs.
Drugs.
Fuck.
No, I haven't got a meme from Tanner in a while. It's been a while since I've been sent a meme. There was a stretch run where you were sending me memes every other day, and I loved it.
Okay, I'll hook you up. I can fill that goal.
There you go. See, look, now you have a new goal.
Yeah, right. I got someone else to annoy.
Hey, listen, it would break up the monotony of my day, too.
Yeah, well, like I said before, the whole Frank Rave thing started. I put one out there to see how his reaction was. Then I put another 2 or 3 out there, and then I private messaged him. I'm like, dude, if you don't appreciate it or don't think it's funny, he's like, fuck no, dude, I love it. It makes me laugh. Just keep doing it. And then every now and again, I'll still remind him, hey, dude, we're gonna continue this, and he's like, absolutely. I just have fun.
Yeah, he seems like a good sport.
I want to meet Frank. That's one of my things I want to do.
Me too.
Is that one of your window cleaning goals? Is to
meet Frank Rave.
Yes.
I can tell you this. You could call me a pussy. I can't hang with him. That fucking guy is partying and drinking every day, according to what he posts.
Well,
and I can't hang with that. But
I don't know. I mean, you think it's partying, but I mean, over there things are a lot different. Like, you know what I mean? It's not.
It's their culture.
Yeah, it's that their culture is to do that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. That's everyday life. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I think if I was to hear that, hey, Frank's fucking at WCR World Headquarters, I think I'm going to be like, hey, I'm jumping in the car and going, I'm out.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to go meet him. Right. I'm going to take the opportunity for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So. I think I'd like to see, I'm not a bar guy. I don't think you are too much, TJ, but I think we would agree to see him in action in the bar. He looks like he's a lot of fucking fun. He
probably would be. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't have a good time with him. I'd have fun. For sure.
I actually went through all the footage. Well, not all of it. Maybe about a third of it. I don't know if you guys watched the latest vlog, but there's a bunch of brimstone in there.
Yeah, I saw it in the beginning,
watch it.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of brimstone in there. There's a little bit of the huge convention in Branson. There's a little bit of that in there. Just like sprinkling it through. I've been having like some severe fucking audio issues, man. Like, as soon as that's like, man, I can't believe how good the audio is. And then right after I did that vlog, it just stopped fucking working. It stopped fucking working. It barely works now. I'm fucking dicking with that thing constantly. It's gotten to the point where it's just become a chore now. The microphone has just become a chore.
Yeah.
That's super aggravating. Because you haven't had that.
No, dude, that Hero 10, that GoPro, and I hate to say this because Jennifer bought it for me for Christmas, and she spent a lot of money on it because she bought it when it's brand new, freshy fresh. And it's fucking, all it does is overheat and shut down. It doesn't fucking, the audio's fucked up constantly. The slow motion comes on whenever the fuck it feels like coming on. If you just bump the screen, it's gonna shoot in slow motion. Like, it's so, I can't take it anymore.
Fickle beast.
Yeah, it's a fucking hunk of dog shit, is what it is. It's a fucking hunk of dog shit. Every Facebook ad I see for GoPro, I get on there and tell everybody this thing's a piece of fucking shit. So much so that they're starting to hide my comments.
Really?
Yeah, every GoPro ad I see, I'd roast them because that's almost $500 for a fucking camera, dude. That's ridiculous, and it's not even a year old.
Yeah, that's
like what the fuck, dude.
Right.
Like, come up with an update that helps this fucking thing run cooler. There's got to be something.
It's not like you're using it for what it's not designed to be used for.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Drives me nuts, but
you know.
Speaking of hunk of dog shit, man, I seen where Mark smoked you, man.
Smoke me what?
On the glass.
Oh yeah, we don't talk about that. That's the unedited version, Jacob.
Listen, man. I'm gonna tell you this right now, and I'm not just saying this. I'm dead. I'm being dead serious. No, I'm being dead serious.
I should turn my camera off so you can get your head a little bigger.
I'm being dead serious here. If I was to have walked up on those windows and showed you what the windows look like, there's done first and then there's done right. There's two different things that happened right there. Done first, done right. First of all, I'll start off with this. I wasn't even going. I wasn't even moving quick. I know he wasn't either because it was cold outside. However, if you looked at the windows, some of us had some things missing and running down the glass, and some of us didn't. Mark, I love you, and I love you. You're my dude. And when I say that I love you, I mean that. You know that. Me and Mark are gay, and when we get off the phone, we tell each other sometimes that we love each other. It just depends on what the conversation's about. You know what I'm saying? So whatever. I consider Mark a very close personal friend of mine. I'd do anything for Mark. However, he knows just as well as I do that there was some fucking questionable shit going on with Mark's windows. Now, it may be due to the weather conditions. You know what I mean? That may have had something to do with that. However, one of us had those issues and one of us didn't. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, you were on your. I was on your home turf. It was 30 fucking degrees out.
That jacket.
Yeah.
That jacket did engulf him. And another thing I noticed.
I felt like a fireman.
Another thing I noticed, were you using like some prototype silencer? Because it hung down to your fucking ankles, man.
No. That was a gunslinger, an original gunslinger.
The big, huge gunslinger.
That was the very first test model he had on.
Yeah, the big motherfucker.
And what people don't realize is there was a couple of things in that video. The real reason why I can never show, or I will be able to eventually, that video is because there was something in that video. Like, there's a fucking silencer on my head when nobody even knew what the fuck a silencer was. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like that. You know what I mean? There's some fucking. You know what I mean? Like some behind the scenes baseball going on there. You know what I mean? Like if you look in that picture and what year that was before anybody even knew that he was even making anything.
You know how like Ford makes a new vehicle. But then they put all this checkerboard shit all over it. We should have put like a chip bag over it.
Yeah, that would have been smart.
Yeah.
And I had to be really smart because there was another thing that I used and I got in trouble for it. I actually ended up having to take that video down once and put it back up. The original version of that video I still have on my hard drive, but Richie was like, bro, you can't, no, bro. You already got this one thing there, and I'll give you that. It may not look like, anything special. He goes, but that right there, you can't be using that, dude. So.
That motherfuckers be free.
Me and Mark had a lot of fun together.
Yeah, we did.
We had a lot of fun together. Yeah.
That's the funny thing is, when I went to Ohio.
Dude, I wish you would have. Yeah.
I wanted to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I want to be able to say I've worked with TJ. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if I came by you, either one of you, I would work in your area. Not for pay, to hang out and work. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we were out doing shit that I didn't even really need to be doing. We were just out doing shit just to do shit. Weren't we? Because you were like, you got anything to do? I was like, man, be honest with you, no, not really. You know what I mean? Everything's cool. I mean, we can go do these. I mean, we can go do these storefronts and shit early. I guess like fucking 3 weeks early. We can go do that. I mean, I was just there last week. We can go do them again. Fuck it. You know what I mean? We had a good time. I enjoyed myself. It's whatever. Mark was going super fast, trying to be fucking Batman, and I was just smooth, man. Dude barely beat me, and I'm just rolling. Just.
As I said, I'm a southpaw, and I was. You know, I'm not gonna say no more.
All right, okay. Like I said, man. I'll come down to Florida. We'll do it again. Next time we're together, we'll do it again.
We're in.
We should have done it on my birthday. I wanted to do it when you were here for my birthday, but Richie's like, I don't want to do anything else other than window cleaning.
Yeah.
I wanted to go hit up a storefront and bust this dude's ass in temperate fucking weather.
Laugh when he busted out the rubber surgical gloves.
Yeah. I wanted to bust dude's ass like fucking, you know what I mean? Like in front of, the God country, the whole 9 yards. You know what I mean? I wanted to bust his ass in June, but Mark, he ducked that one. He ducked that one. He ducked that whooping.
You just come on down to Florida.
I have the feeling that I would get smoked in commercial work all day by probably all of you guys. Well, yeah. I just don't do enough of it.
All I know is if I moved up north and decided to clean windows and showed up at someone's house and I had to take windows apart to clean them, that would be the first and last day I did that.
Oh shit!
I mean, you got to get big money for that.
It's not as bad as you think it is until you get where it's bad.
Yeah.
Like where everything's falling apart, everything's rotted.
It'll take you a while. It'll
leave and just leave it taken apart.
It takes you a little while to develop man hands. It just does.
Yeah, your fingers from the tabs are all like my
man
pointer
hands.
fingers are flat. Yeah, they're all crusty.
You can work with I'm telling you, you can work with your hands all your life. And then you go and do a big fucking storm window job and you'll be like, what in the fuck? You want to cut them off.
I believe it.
The most miserable shit in the world. There are jobs that are super easy. That the windows come apart super easy. I've had this one job. It's all fucking storms. Double hung, old school, fucking double hungs. 6 over 6, fucking triple tracks, screens. Then they had over the big glass. They had the big pieces that unscrew.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, like not energy panels, but like the storm that slides out of the track.
Yeah. Fucking like 8 of those, and the motherfucker went together and back like super easy. And then you have those same kind of house, but you're there. You're like, I might have to come back tomorrow to finish this. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking.
Dude. I had this one of these this summer. It was like 210 6 over 6s with storms, and then they had like 50 casements with energy panels on them, and then they had 4 big, like 2-person bay window storms that came off. It took us 2 days. I've never hated cleaning windows. I was like, I gotta come back again and do this tomorrow.
Yeah,
and he had all this like overspray because he had someone spray the roof because it was a cedar shingle roof all over the glass. Had to scrape every storm. It just.
I'll tell you this. I did one 2 years ago. Right before COVID. It was the year right before COVID. That summer before COVID. I did a house like that. Took me 2 days. That was a fucking $1,300 window job I did by myself. And there was just no way I was getting that. There was no. She's like, you don't think you can get it done in one? I'm like, no. There's no way I can. You guys mentioned storm windows. I'm looking it up. I really don't ever think I've cleaned anything like that down here. No, you've never cleaned anything like that.
No, we don't have storm windows down here. We have impact glass. We don't have storm.
I think how far does it come? Like maybe North Carolina is about as far south as it goes, and then
what? Storms?
Storms.
I don't even think they go that low. Do they go past Tennessee?
I've looked at one job, and it was like some aftermarket thing. These people had this old 30s house, original windows and everything, but they had like these things like put over and screwed around the original window. Yeah, and they wanted me to take them off and do all that, and they didn't use stainless screws. It was literally right on the water, right on the bay, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing all that.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing where you take 3 out of the 4 screws out, and that 4th one doesn't come out. You know?
Yeah. You probably get them, the big wooden ones on the hooks.
Yeah.
That are on the outside, like the old school. I hate those fucking things. They weigh a million pounds.
Fuck yeah,
dude.
By the
10th one, you're like, I'm fucking taking.
I do a lot of lake cottages up here, and that's how they're all fuck. Oh my god, I hardly ever record lake cottages. I just do not have the time. I think I've recorded maybe 1 storm window video in all the years I've been doing YouTube. Like it's too much. And Damien, anything Pella is fucking trash, straight up fucking garbage, worst window in the fucking industry. There's nothing worse than a Pella window. They are fucking garbage. They're junk.
Oh,
they're fucking garbage to install too. You know, TJ.
Blinds?
Yeah.
And they're all dry rotted out. You go to pull it up, everything breaks, and you're like,
yeah. I stopped taking them apart. I told this lady, she's like, I need a bid for this. I go and look at it. I'm like, I was like, if you want me to do the in-betweens, you're pulling the blinds up. I'll take them apart for you, but you're pulling the blinds up. I'm not messing with none of that. And they all with this cord fucking snaps on you that, I'm good. What were you saying, Jacob? Remember what?
I said installing them sucks too, you know.
Yeah.
Pellas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, that's what I said. Everything about them fucking sucks. There's 2 things I learned.
It's just fucking garbage.
I learned a bunch of things while working in the construction industry. There's 2 that stick out in my mind. I've never met a painter that's not a fucking piece of shit, and Pella windows are fucking garbage.
I agree with both of them.
Tried and true. I know one painter that's not a piece of shit, and it's a woman. I've known her for a long time. I used to work at a realty company together. When I used to maintain all those properties, I maintenance guy for that fucking millionaire. That's how I met her. She's nice. Me and Jennifer are still friends with her and her husband to this day. That's the only one I've ever known in my entire life that ain't a piece of shit. Every fucking painter I've ever come across is either a fucking drunk or fucking busted up on pills or some kind of methamphetamines. They're all garbage.
Yeah.
All of them.
And I don't know if it's like that where you are, but here the common trend is every plumber is fat and every electrician is skinny, and it's fucking weird. I don't know why it's always the case. There's some fat slob underneath the sink and some fucking string bean up in the ceiling, and it's fucking funny, dude.
Yeah, I had this painter come to my house, and he came out to bid the job, and he was with his son, right? So like a week goes by, and I'm like, all right, you got the job. We were just going back and forth because I said, I'll pressure clean the house. Don't charge me for pressure washing. And then he was like, well, we like to pressure wash. I go, look, it's going to be right. I know how to pressure wash. I've got a bigger machine than you do. So when he comes back, he was by himself. His son wasn't there, right? And he was a Latin guy. So like the second day he was finishing up, and I'm like, dude, y'all by yourself? He's an older guy. Where's your son? And he goes, oh, he's at Yale. And I'm like, dude, your son came to bid painting with you. You said he works with you, and now he's at Yale? And he looks at me like strange. He meant jail. I was laughing for a half hour. I was like, oh, that's the Latin term is Yale. No, I hate painting. I love painting, like my projects or whatever. I'll paint car. I'll paint a car. But I hate painting concrete or drywall, I just fucking hate it.
That's why you hire some drugged out retard to do it.
Yeah.
Either that or we get a Brazilian guys fucking awesome, but there is a lack of communication ability. But other than that, dude, I'd only hire Brazilians.
Damien said that fucking in that vlog I put that part about fucking Joseph Henry Hardy, the full unedited version in there, where Mark talks about, I'm gonna pull it out. and all that fucking shit.
I got it.
Well, that methed out chick was there, and Damien's like, she's a member of the Methodist Church, and YouTube fucking blocked it.
Really?
Yeah, they were like, no, you can't say that, dude. Because I was like, man, that's methed up. I kept saying meth.
Yeah.
It was. I added meth to everything. It was pretty bad.
Remember we were talking
I
about
can't.
that hooker outside of the fucking hotel?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Joseph
dude.
Henry Hardy was?
Yeah, that
Joseph
shit
Hardy
was
was
out
telling
of
they're gonna
control,
mandate
dude.
window cleaning in the area or something.
Dude, that bitch and her. What people don't know is how fucking sketchy her and her boyfriend were, or Trick, or whatever the fuck that dude was. Remember when they pulled in, Mark? Oh my god.
Yeah. Like that's a bad.
That
scene.
bitch was yacked the fuck out,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Yacked out.
Yeah.
Yacked
Dude,
and
everyone
gacked.
staying at that hotel other than the window cleaners were all fucking lunatics.
Right. That's
Dude,
pretty
the
sad that
biker
the
gang,
window
the
cleaners
dudes-
were the top and the
Remember the
first
dude that projectile puked out in front of the fucking?
Yeah.
Remember that Mark
Yeah,
just
he
shot
puked
out
that
of his
big gallon
like
jug.
the fucking Exorcist puked all over the entrance. It was so bad. Fuck
Dude,
it.
there were like 40 people drinking in the parking lot. I'm like, what in the fuck are you guys
Then the
doing?
lesbian furries
Yeah.
that fucking got in a fight in the parking lot, had all the had like
Furries,
10
yeah.
cops there. I mean, that was
Yeah.
the
Remember
craziest
that,
fucking
the girl
night.
backed into a car and took off. And
Yeah.
like,
Who picked up the hotel to try to do the demonstration at?
Perry fucking Tate.
yeah, yeah.
Dude, we were in the
Well, I
fucking
should have known that answer.
Bro, we were in the
Crack
ghetto.
load,
Listen,
fuck.
I'll tell you this. Behind the scenes, inside baseball right here. We're fucking all hanging out at Perry Tate's fucking grand opening store, whatever. Like, we're all hanging out. Perry's like, oh, we're gonna do food and everything. So they fucking, Casper's like, I'm gonna do this brisket in like an hour. And Mark's like, you're gonna try to cook a brisket in like 2 hours. That
Pull
shit's
out a
good.
fucking brontosaurus size fish to have this shit done tonight. I don't think so. It's 4:00, buddy.
Right. Not only that, we're in the heart of fucking Kansas. We're in Kansas City. We're in barbecue country, and this fucking Norwegian dude's gonna try to smoke us a brisket. The fuck is going on? You know what I mean? Like, I'll go to fucking what's that fucking place? Where do we go? What you remember, Mark?
Gates or
Not Gates.
BB's Lawn.
BB's Lawnside Barbecue, baby. That was the spot. Well, out back, I'm just going to tell you how far in the hood we were. When we walked out back, all of us dudes walked out back. There was big body fucking Caprices with 26-inch rims. It was out of fucking control.
Yeah, it looked
Like
some
there
shit
was-
on Hollywood
yeah.
Boulevard.
Mahindra's her boyfriend and his entire family and all his homies was there to eat up Barry's fucking food. It was unfucking believable.
It looked like
man.
a free drive-through at the Sizzler.
Dude, it was
Dude, there was a 140-pound 7-year-old.
Yeah, that's right.
I was like, what the fuck? Who made this person?
Yeah, dude.
What's going on?
Oh my god, dude. I'm a cultured person. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up and I was the minority where I grew up. When my first like fucking 14 years of life, I was the minority. I was not the majority. I was the only white boy. I was a white speck in a black wall. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was fucking, So I'm used to it, but to see all these fucking other dudes were just like, oh my god. Like, even Casper's like, I don't know what to do. I'm scared. Dude, it was fucking, speaking of shit pants Tate, man, I almost busted out the poo pants. But I think I'm gonna wait till the 300th episode,
300th
which
episode.
we
We're
are
gonna
fucking
celebrate
50 away. We gotta, man, we gotta really. 300, man. I don't really think. I know we're not at 300 yet. We're at 250, and people are like, man, like Jersey's like, man, I'm at 300 and something. Like, dude, you're doing like 5 podcasts a week. It's not really hard to achieve that.
Are they
goal.
2 hours long?
Huh? Yeah.
Are they 2 hours long?
No,
Think
they're
about
like
it.
15 minutes.
Yeah, okay, so he needs 500 to reach our 2.
And it's all regurgitated. It's all the same thing from week to week.
No, it's not the same thing every week. that's being mean. But
I know.
he
I
is
noticed
repeating.
that.
He does. It's hard not to.
There's only so many
talk about
topics
when
Yeah.
that you can delve into that
And there's
people wanna
things.
hear.
Yeah, and not only that, like there's probably things that some guys that he did a couple years ago have never heard him do before, so he's doing it again.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
it's
saying?
all the newer people coming in.
Mm-hmm.
asking should they just go ahead and buy a water-fed pole.
So he's probably taking suggestions. I know I shouldn't even have brought that up, but that's probably going to be a thing now. Thanks, Jacob, for bringing it right back up again. Speaking of Jacob, we're going to cut to Jacob here, and we're going to let Jacob do something. You guys check this out.
Watch this.
Faggot. Take it away, Jacob. Go ahead, Jacob.
Oh, okay. But we're going to do our first rendition of the Full Time with Jacob. So, this week I'm going to talk about the Zero Pure Revolution Max.
Are you going to eat it? Or?
Am I going to do what?
Go ahead. No.
Oh, you have a PowerPoint?
Hey, man,
What are you doing?
You done fucking...
All right. Hold on. All right, we're gonna start. We're gonna start over. No, we're starting over. We're gonna start over, guys.
There's no.
Take it away, Jacob.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tool Time with Jacob. God damn.
Just fucking do it, Jacob. Jesus.
I'm horrible. Well, quit your fucking...
I'm sorry.
Y'all need to turn your fucking cameras off.
All right.
Especially you.
Right.
I said I could do this.
Do you want to start? Do you want to... All right, let's start. One more time. All right.
There's no more.
Take it away, Jacob.
Welcome to the first rendition of Tool Time with Jacob. It's where I talk about tools and shit. And this week, I'm going to talk about the Zero Pure Revolution Max. And one of you is cackling. Shut the fuck up. I quit.
What do you mean?
This is my nightmare.
What do you mean? I don't understand. What's happening?
I quit.
You quit?
Quit.
Already, man? Come on, you can't quit.
You can't quit.
You can't quit.
You gotta get through one.
You gotta get through one. You gotta do
I'll
one.
do it.
I've already opened you up 3 times. All right, we're fourth time's a charm. Here.
I'll pre-record.
Come on, stool.
This motherfucker. Mark, you're a fucking asshole. Mark said stool time, and now I can't.
Jacob reminds me of that of me in class when you had to come up and
do a presentation.
Yeah. Like, I don't fucking know, whatever.
I didn't read the book.
This motherfucker said it's stool time with Jacob.
And then I would panic.
Yeah, man, you have to fucking do it because people want to fucking know about it, you prick. You can't not do it. I spent money. I spent money on that intro for you. You gotta fucking do it, dude.
I'll just Venmo you the money.
$300.
Ain't no $300.
Yeah, dude, it was
You're
super
full of
expensive,
fucking
man.
shit.
I had to have that flown in from Antarctica,
free.
dude. Not high quality like that, man. That's 4K ultra wideband fucking shit.
Fucking 4K ultra wideband like your fucking pants, you fat.
All right. Now, so are you good to go now?
Yeah, it's good to go.
No, you fucking make me nervous. All 3 of you.
What do you want? What do you want us to do?
Where am I supposed to go? I'm on a podcast. I can't see you.
Right.
You're the only one on the screen, dude. Like this whole time now.
I can still see you 3, you fuckers.
I'll turn my camera off. Will that make you happy?
I had it all in my mind what I was gonna say and how I was gonna say.
All right,
it.
I'm gonna turn my camera off.
It's fucking my camera off.
My camera's all right. Everyone's camera's off now.
No point.
Mine's not.
Mine's not. All right, I'm gonna give you open one more time. You got to do it. You have to.
Yeah, do it, Jacob. Come on.
Welcome to the first episode of Tool Time with Jacob. It's where I talk about tools, give my thoughts, share them, all that stuff. Gonna work the kinks out. But today I'm gonna talk about the Zero Pure Revolution Max, and it's proudly made in the USA, assembled in WCR's warehouse. Go WCR, greatest people in the world. Let's see, let's go over a little of the specs and highlights. It's got dual ROs. It can produce a gallon per minute. Then it's easy to operate. Weighs in at 67 pounds. You could run 2 poles at one time. Comes with a 2-year warranty. It's WCR, again, coming with you. Great customer service. You can work without a pump on high windows. I see you. The things that come included with the pole. You get a TDS meter. You always need a TDS meter. Get a small filter wrench, a large filter wrench, some RO Guardian, so whenever it's wintertime for all you northern folk, make sure you winterize your machine so you don't fuck them up.
Sweet.
Lube, I don't know what that's for. Maybe you say
you guys, so you can slide the filters in and out.
There you go.
And how do they get that? How should they go about getting one of those, Jacob?
Make sure you go to squeegeelife.com and click the WCR banner, and it will take you directly to windowcleaner.com.
There you go.
And they got a little promotion going on right now. You get you one of these fine Zero Pure Revolution Max machines. You get a free pole, a free 20-foot, 1-foot pole, a Zero M9. Get you some.
Is that it?
I don't know. Is it? You tell me.
Yeah, that's it. That was perfect. I don't know what you mean. That was fucking exactly what I thought it was going to be. Yes.
a fucking train wreck.
Yes, like 15 minutes of us fucking playing that intro a couple times. Like, you know how fucking great it's going to be to fucking watch you struggle through that? It's going to be fucking awesome.
The good thing is it started at 8 o'clock and now we're halfway through the podcast. So
yeah. Good job, Jacob.
It lasted 5 minutes.
And chased away almost 10 people, so it worked out perfectly.
Oh, we got one back.
What are you talking about? It says 70 people on my end that are in there.
Oh. Well, either way, guys, that was Tool Time with Jacob. It's going to get better. It's going to get better.
KT, maybe one day. Right now, no. Just make sure you go to squeegeelife.com and click the WCR banner.
Yeah.
And make your orders through that.
Yeah.
If you want to help support squeegeelife.com.
Yeah.
Because us 4 guys right here, WCR, we're firm believers of the cause.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Great people.
The company I order from.
Yeah.
They are my supplier.
That was a lot better than you had initially thought it was going to go.
Dude, that was fucking brilliant. It was fucking great.
Great finish. Great finish.
He said stool time with Jacob. It was fucking great, dude. It's the best. I might even spend another $20 and get one that accidentally says stool time.
With a picture of Jacob sitting on a Home Depot bucket.
What we're going to do is the next one we're going to do is fucking stool time with Jacob, and then Mark's going to put up, make me a picture of Mr. French. I'm going to paste that on the screen and play a video of Mark being Mr. French
to be
talking
totally
about
honest,
stool.
To be totally honest, I thought the intro was going to have my face fucking superimposed on that dude's body.
No, I wouldn't do that to you, dude.
Honestly, Jacob, there's no need for that. We just put them up and no one will know the difference. We don't need any
Stool time with
artwork
Gail
on that.
Borland. Boardland. I thought it was fucking funny, Jacob. It'll get better.
You did fine, man.
Yeah, you did fine. It'll get better.
Yeah, you just take a Xanax next time. You'll be fucking
Yeah,
cool,
dude, you gotta fucking relax, man.
Yeah.
You gotta relax, man. You gotta fucking loosen up. You're like a fucking like a pair of fucking whitey tighties shoved up some 13-year-old sweaty ass. Just relax,
Right.
dude. Just
Hey, let's not talk about 13-year-olds.
I'm just saying, dude. Like you were 13, you had whitey tighties shoved in your fucking sweaty ass cheeks once in your life, all fucking bound up. Like, oh my god, people are looking at me.
He's like a queer at a Richard Simmons workout lesson. No, but you know that.
They're available at squeegeelife.com, man. Like I've given out fucking. See, you got to be a Patreon member to get the discount codes, but I might do one for everybody around Christmas. I don't know. We'll see how I feel.
Nice.
I got a lot invested. There'll be some shits coming along here soon though. Like that, the one in the middle. There's gonna be some. I'm gonna be uploading a lot of these designs that you guys I've been putting up here. There's some that you guys haven't seen yet. The Patreon people have seen them, but
why did the one logo that is so small now? Are you messing with it?
I was messing with it. I like to fuck around with shit. Yeah, Jacob, you did good, man. I mean, it sucks that you ran all those people off because you fucking couldn't, like, just get it together, cocksucker. God damn. Spent all that money on that cool-ass fucking intro and you fucked it up 4 times. You just wanted me to play it 4 times. You're like, oh, I'm going to make him play this 4 times.
Yeah.
I know. Fuck this yum yum.
Yeah, I knew there was a plot there. You're just trying to get your name out. You're gonna start your own fucking t-shirt company now. That's great.
I'm gonna start my own t-shirt company, my own podcast.
You guys are gonna put me out of business. You and Tim are gonna put me out of business with your t-shirts and your podcasts.
I didn't say anybody else's fucking name. Okay, you did this.
Oh, I didn't do anything. I just said what I said right there, and that's all that I'm saying. I said what I said, and that's all that I said. So.
I am what I am. That's all that I am.
Yeah.
All right, whatever you say, Popeye.
Popeye. That's cool. I'm fine with that.
Are you enjoying eating your ice, Jacob? Yeah, you could just have water.
I drank all the water, dick beater.
Do you not have any more water, dick beater? This thing called a sink. You could just fill it up with some more water.
You just sit there and drink your Gatorade.
I will.
Okay.
Well, Jacob. It's delicious. It's liquid. It's good.
This segment that we're added to the podcast here.
Fag?
No, I said nerd.
Anyways.
All you dropping the hard F's.
Fat?
No.
Oh, yeah. Well, don't be one. I won't have to say it.
But then I get called out whenever I say it. Oh, you don't need
you're
to say
new
that.
here. You're new here. Listen, your days are numbered, guy. You got your own fucking segment. You keep fucking that up, you're the fuck out of here, man. That's it.
Just
fucking
one day closer.
One day
closer for me to start my
one
own
day
shit
closer. Fucking out of here, man. That's it. You got one more chance. You got one more chance. He's gonna be practicing in the mirror.
Yeah. Dude, they calling James Riley back.
Yeah.
Go ahead, call him.
No, he said you are calling James Riley back.
Talk to him today.
So you guys getting the band back together?
No, I don't make videos anymore.
Tonight will be the night that I eat Taco Bell over again.
Dude, I had Taco Bell for dinner.
I know. That's why it came to my mind.
Oh, it's emo in the turd.
Emo in the turd.
Stool time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Stool time.
And I've already got the intro for you. You're good to go, bro.
Yeah. Brought to you by WCR.
Brought to you by Big Wieners. So, what do you guys think? I mean, we talked a lot of window cleaning here. We did a window cleaning ad here. I mean, it was half-assed. I think I'm going to have to do tool time with TJ because that fuck shit was wiggity whack. But anyways, Jacob, man, I'm telling you, dude.
You used to scoop out your Crisco to eat, you fat bastard.
Ooh.
Man, that's fucked up. You keep talking like that, my daughter's liable to say something mean to you in the chat. I'm just letting you know.
I mean,
and I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be razor blades with it. There are zero fucks given there. TJ. I will have to do a lot of explaining. TJ. Like, listen, man, it's my bad, dude. I love you, bro. No, she didn't mean that. I'm just letting you know. Sim pole is the best pole on the market. That is that's close to correct. You've never used a squeegee life pole, so missed me with that shit.
I love you, TJ. I didn't mean it.
I know, dude. I know you're just playing around, but she may take offense to it. I'm just letting you know. She's really over.
TJ's daughter. I was only joking. I apologize.
Elena. Her name is Lainey. Her name is Lainey.
Hey,
yeah.
Excuse me,
she doesn't
Lainey.
like that. Yeah, she doesn't like that. Talk to me about like that. Man, I will tell you this, man. I really love the sim pole. I had a lot to do with the designing of the Shogun, which I've mentioned 1,000 times. The Squeegee Life pole is very comparable. Very comparable. There's not a lot of fucking...
WindowCleaner.com.
Not a lot of difference there. Somebody be like, what about the clamps? I have no issues with my clamps. In fact, I have more issues with Phillips clamps than I do with the Zero clamps. And I'm just keeping it real. And anybody that in the chat or listening wants to get butthurt about it, they can. I don't give a fuck. Be butthurt about it. Unless you got unless you got the clamps that I got from Zero, I'm not trying to hear what you got to say. You know what I'm saying? Just letting you know. I'm not retightening them bitches all the time. Tighten them one time. I'm not fucking dicking with them constantly. I'm just saying. They're awesome.
David Cass, you can go to windowcleaner.com and purchase you a Squeegee Life pole.
They will send you one if you ask them to send you one, dude. Just hit WCR. You own Squeegee Squad fucking Northwest or something, don't you, man? You should have like a couple of those anyways, man. You're a high roller, bro. Yeah, Shogun is the Squeegee Life pole. That is correct.
No, the Squeegee Life pole is the Squeegee Life pole.
Well, the Squeegee Life pole is the Squeegee Life pole, but they're the same thing.
But yes,
they're essentially the same thing. They're both my idea. Philip can try to deny that all he wants, but Jason knows the truth. Because Jason tested it with me. Because me and Jason were the only ones that had them shits. You know what I mean? That were doing that shit. Yeah, nobody had the long sections and the short sections to put together like we did. But anyways, it's neither here nor there. Squeegee Life pole is way better because it says Squeegee Life on it. And it's backed by the best carbon fiber guarantee in the game and the best customer service, bar none, in the window cleaning industry. Tell me someone better than WCR at customer service within the window cleaning. Anybody, put him up against any one of your suppliers. You're like, oh, that's guy. You're not going to find a better. You're just not.
Here's a great.
Doug App's a cunt.
Say you go somewhere else and buy supplies.
Yeah. And
something fucks up, WCR will take them back, even though you did not buy them from them.
Yeah.
They will give you money for that just shows you.
Yeah, you're right. That's just. That's a good way to earn a customer. You know what I mean? It's just smart business on Chris and Alex.
They're not worried about just taking your money.
They're always
to help you.
I will say this: they are always doing something. They're always trying to give something to somebody.
They're giving.
Always
back.
Trying to give something to somebody. They're good dudes. You know what I mean? Yep. Everyone's like, oh, well, you're making all this money off of WCR. Yeah, we make so much money that this is all we do. We just pretend we clean windows.
Yeah, we don't really clean
How
windows.
do you think Seth afforded that fucking $300 million house he lives in with the Olympic-sized swimming pool?
Off this podcast, my friend.
Yes. Off of this fucking podcast. Off the sweat of Chris Lambertini's and Alex Lambertini's brow is how we are making it in the world today, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I love is this. Is they're on Facebook. there'll be this thing. It'll pop up. It says advertisement. And then it's Steve-O using the fucking a stack ladder. A little short video. And then there's guys like, in the fucking, another fucking advertisement. Well, yeah, it says fucking advertisement, right? You stupid fucking cunt. People are so fucking dumb. Ugh. Sorry.
Do that again. That was fine.
Yeah, WCR gave away. They were sending dudes free squeegee rubber during COVID.
Yep.
Hey man, if you need squeegee rubber, because Chris said it here on the podcast, if you guys, anyone needs squeegee rubber, hit us up. We'll send you a dozen rubber. I mean, how fucking cool is that, man?
Yep.
There's nobody like him in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Stand-up guy.
Yep, stand-up dudes.
The whole company.
I told you the story before WCR. Before they were around, I bought from the supplier my dad bought from, and I ordered a gross of 22 Ed-Ray rubbers, and the box said 22, and I opened them up, and you know, I go to pull it in my channel, I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So I look in the box, and I pull the second one out, and I lay it next to the first one. It's the same size. They were 20 inches. The box was labeled 22, so it wasn't the supplier's fault, but it was labeled wrong wherever it was packaged.
Yeah, okay.
So I called up and said, listen, I ordered 22s. Here's my receipt. Here's a picture of the box with the SKU number on it. But as you can see next to the tape measure, looked like a fucking crime scene photo. The rubbers are 20 inches long. I can cut them to 18, but my go-to squeegee for commercial, not now, but was 22 inches. And you know what I said? So just send me a shipping label. I'll box this up and send it back and send me the 22s. No, we're not going to do that. What do you mean you're not going to do that? He says, pull them tight. I go, what? He goes, pull them tight. I go, I'm not fucking pulling them tight. Are you sure? I say, yeah. I go, okay. I'll keep them. I cut them to 18.
Who said this?
I went to one of the big suppliers, the one that's been around forever.
Oh, he won't say their name.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
I don't care.
No, I know why.
I got no loyalty anyway. It was Jay Raisenstein.
Yeah.
Jay Raisenstein relies on people like me at that time buying because my dad bought from them. That's the bottom line. I bought from them because dad bought from them.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, they I don't know if they've changed. I don't know if their return policy gotten better, but all I know is when I called in, they said, we're not sending you shipping. Ship them back. We'll send you the other ones. I'm like, I'm not paying to ship these back. I got the wrong rubbers. If you want my money and me to buy, and at that time I was doing a lot of high-rise work, so I would spend $7,000 to $10,000 a year average in rope and gear and supplies. So I was I was what I consider spending a decent amount. At the end of the year, it was like $1,000 a month. I'd place 2 big orders throughout the year, couple gross of this, couple gross of that, boxes of blades. I was like, you sure you're not going to send me a return label? Nope. I said, okay. And that's it. Never spent another dime there because of that. Now, if that was WCR, I probably would have been able to keep the 20s and got my 22s because it would have been a big apology tour, which I don't want an apology. It wasn't your fault. Just do the right thing. You know what I'm saying?
Which they would have gone above and beyond of doing the right thing.
I would have had it the next fucking day on my front porch. You know what I'm saying? Chris
I have had a couple of weird exchanges with J.C. Raisenstein and Detroit Sponge. Because Detroit Sponge is not very far from me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like a 2-day shipping, a day shipping. You know what I mean? Usually you order it and then they're within like fucking 36 hours. So.
Yeah.
But I just had a couple really weird exchanges with them, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Smooth on this.
Yeah. You're like, you're kind of a cunt. You know what I mean? So, like, one of the dudes, I'm not going to say from which one, but I already said his name, but I just had a really weird fucking exchange with that guy. Just, like, really, like, almost scolding me, like, you shouldn't be talking about this because I'm the guy that did this for anybody, and I don't say nothing. Fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah. It's not even the same fucking thing, guys. Shut the fuck up. It's not even the same thing. You know what I'm talking about, Mark, because you and I just talked about this. Like, it's not even the same fucking thing, you cunt.
Window cleaning in general.
You and the ogre family, bunch of fucking bridge trolls.
Window cleaning is one of the smallest industries there is, yet it holds the most self-made legends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of legends in their own mind here.
What a thing to be a legend at.
To fit in the
Right.
box, and the plastic case was broken.
Right.
Yeah, Levi, that's really weird that you said that, because I had a similar experience to you there. Like, I bought rubber from them that was folded in fucking half and shipped to ship. Like, what in the fuck, dude? Like, you can't be bothered. And it wasn't like it was 36-inch rubbers. They were fucking 18s, bent.
Yeah.
To be so shit cheaper. Like, and you get them out and they're all they're fucking mangled.
There's a fucking crease in them.
Yeah, fuck off, man. Go suck a fat dick.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man.
DJ's drugs.
And anybody, there's a couple of dudes that are watching this right now, maybe one, maybe two guys that know that my sentiment for WCR has not always been rah-rah WCR.
Yep.
I encourage you to go back to the very beginning of this podcast. It's very, very different fucking thoughts at the time. You know what I mean? So they did a lot. Not I wouldn't say to win us over, but after getting to know them, their true colors shine through quickly. So everyone paints. They probably didn't start out the best way. They came into the window cleaning game, especially the supply game, the way we came into the social media game. You know, I mean, we was talking shit about everybody, fucking shitting on everybody, and they did the same thing, and they got a reputation for it, which they've quietly fucking repaired, in my opinion, at least with the window cleaners themselves. Now the suppliers still probably treat them like shit, I would assume. I'm only assuming. Other suppliers have got to be like ruining the day. You know what I mean? Like, they're fucking killing the game right now. They've got the prototype down. Now, I'm not saying that these other companies aren't fucking making money. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying the Lamborghinis brothers.
Not everyone is a WCR fan.
Yeah, not everyone's a WCR fan, and I understand. And not everyone needs to buy from there. There should be variety in the world. That's what America's about. You know what I mean? Is everybody gets their fair shake. You know what I mean? There's just some people are fucking cunts and some people aren't.
You could buy from America, WCR. You can buy from the people that support Antifa or whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah,
it was definitely Antifa.
Clowny McFuckface.
Yeah, I would. That dude used to message me. He used to he runs fucking little ads and shit in the Squeegee Life podcast page on Facebook. And I know people are like, that page is kind of dead, but fuck Facebook, guys. I'm sorry. I just, it's there. People want to post shit occasionally in there. That's cool, whatever. I don't really fuck with Facebook too much because it's a fucking shit show. You can't post nothing. You can't post anything anymore. So, and you can't say nothing. You can't argue with nobody. You can't tell nobody that they're fucking idiots when they're being fucking idiots. You get fucking banned for 3 days.
So let me ask you this. Are we just done with it, or has it gotten worse?
What?
Facebook and the whole interaction thing. Are we done with it, or has it gotten worse? I think it's gotten worse.
Oh, it's definitely gotten worse.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Manny dude, he used to post shit, and then every time I would post the podcast in his fucking on his Windows 101 page, he would fucking delete the fucking post every time, but want to run his fucking ads on my Facebook group.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing, you fucking bitch? You short bitch, you Antifa fucking we got pictures of homeboy at the Antifa rally. We got him fucking the dude's a hoe. Dude, that dude's a hoe ass bitch. You are a guest here, sir. Go fuck yourself, guy. You fucking short enough to suck my dick on your tippy toes ass dude. Bitch ass.
That's a great line right there.
Just that little bit of a thing that he did right there is just gross to me. Like, you're an immigrant. You came here from a different country. You know what I mean? You came here for a fucking reason, to earn a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. To make fucking money. And the first thing you want to do is support communism? Go fuck yourself, dude.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself, guy. What's wrong with you, dude? Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah.
I mean, 90% of window cleaning is small business, if not more, right?
Yeah.
And this guy's he's a fucking commie. Like, go fuck yourself, bro. Guy's a fucking cunt. Fuck it, I don't care. Well, I mean, what are they gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Well,
get on Facebook and say something about me? Like, go fuck yourself.
It's like when that short fuck was trying to start with me on fucking on pro window cleaning when I posted that thing, and I saw his little bitch ass at the fucking convention and fucking tailed and ran away.
Oh yeah,
I'm
that's right.
Than you thought I was.
That's right.
I'm a lot bigger than you thought I was. I'll fucking eat you.
I remember that.
My favorite. I'm like, can I have a chip too?
I remember that. I remember that.
Goober.
Yeah, that dude started. I don't want to say his name because he's so popular. Like, everyone uses that dude for. I mean, he's the best.
Oh yeah.
But.
I mean, he's the best at fucking stealing other people's shit and throwing it up on there.
Yeah, I mean, and everyone's like, oh, are you sure that he did that? I'm like, listen, man, are you saying that Seth's a liar? Is that what you're trying to say? And they just look at me. I was like, because I just don't. Seth is not doesn't strike me as a known liar. You know what I mean? Like, so I got to go with my boy on this and say that dude's a fucking cunt. Because why would Seth lie about that?
I mean, I screenshotted everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Like, here's this, here's that.
You did show me everything. You were like, listen, before I call this dude out, I want you to see this. So Seth came with receipts, and he said what he said on the podcast, and then we went to the huge convention, and homeboy dipped. When you dip, we dip. Do.
Find somebody at a convention, but I am gonna you out of bullshit.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, man. I said a lot of shit about a lot of dudes on the internet. You know what I mean? We went back and forth with them WCR guys, Luke, Steve-O, Chris, and Alex. We was at their necks for well over a year, and Seth knows this for a fact. I went in there, me and Jason Snyder, I told him, listen, man, I was like, well, I wasn't really too worried about Jay. I knew if I was going to have to get busy with one of these dudes, that, if somebody was going to hop on me, I knew Jay would take care of me. I mean, if not, I would tell his mom, because she lives right next door to my mom. I'm telling her.
Tell my mom.
You're telling my mom on you, bro. But I went into that. Seth knows I was fucking. I was prepared. And Seth's like, well, I don't think that'll happen. He goes, but if it does, we'll do what we got to do. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, all right. He goes, same goes for me. I'm like, oh yeah, whatever. I'll back your play. Whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Well, I mean, I've been doing
dropped his
thankfully,
knees and opened his mouth. Doesn't really count as doing anything.
Thankfully, Jacob. Be nice, Jacob. Everyone was being nice. Then then you jerk the chain. Then we're gonna pick on you, and then you're gonna be like, I quit. I think you guys are picking on me. Anyways, thankfully we had a wonderful time. I know when you went to the huge convention, Jacob, you enjoyed hanging out with the dudes, right? That was the best part of it.
Yeah,
was hanging out with the dudes. I mean, getting to meet everyone and then going to hang out. Not the whole window cleaning thing, because I can assure you that every window cleaner that I met at the huge convention in Branson, we were all like, fuck, who cares about window cleaning? Let's go have something to eat. I didn't. I mean, I had some beers, but I stayed away from the booze. There was some dudes drinking some booze. Now, if we would have drank whiskey, me and Seth both would have gotten a fight, because we were already close to getting in one anyways. I won't say with who, but fucking Seth doesn't like him at all. And not the dude that we were just talking about, another dude that we just happened to run into.
But you're telling me about this later.
Yeah, oh, no, I'll definitely. But Seth has fucking made his disgust of this person.
I've said my.
If there would have been any liquor involved, me and Seth would be barred from the huge convention for life.
I had about 15 Bud Lights, and I almost went over to vodka, and I was like,
yeah. I tried to be as I was worried that something like that was gonna happen because Jason and Seth were drinking, and I was like, I want to have just enough of the edge off not to care, but not so much that I get fucking taken advantage of. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, no inhibitions, but I don't want to fucking get knocked out. You know what I mean? So
you had enough to take the edge off, and you had enough beer bottles to crack over people's heads.
Yes. That was around that time. Yeah.
Well, and also Fluff Daddy made the situation very light.
It was
because he was just pouncing around.
I miss that dude as a part of the community. He was dude. We got Fluff fucked up, dude. He wanted to hang out. He said he wanted to hang out. We were like, cool. We took him back to the room. We had our way with him, and then we sent him out on the fucking roads. He was with Mike Nichols of all people too. So we defiled fucking Fluff Daddy and sent him back to fucking Mike Nichols. Homeboy slept in his car. He slept in his car.
I'm like, yo, where are you going, dude? And he's just gone. He's gone.
He went and slept in his car.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense why he went to the parking lot.
We fucked him up.
They can't touch me in my van.
Yeah, we had so much because I last minute decided to go. I was like, I'm gonna go. You know what I mean? You remember because we did the whole him and hawing back and forth with Tim.
Yeah.
And last minute, I ended up having Jason and Seth had already booked a room. They were roomed together, and I was supposed to bunk with Tim, and we were gonna split a room. I ended up having to pay I think I paid like almost $600
Dutch.
to stay there for what were we there? A night? 2 nights? 2 nights.
2 nights.
We were there 2 nights. Ended up I have the presidential. It had a fucking full size kitchen in it, didn't it, Seth? It had a stove, a microwave, pots, pans.
Big room.
You had Mike Nichols' word.
Yeah, a living room. It was terrible. The amount of money it had its own private balcony. I had the presidential suite. I mean, it was fucking stupid, dude. It was no, it didn't. No, but it had a gigantic fucking shower in it, huge, didn't it? Seth? It was me, Seth, Fluff Daddy, everybody that went back to the room, Luke the window cleaner, Jason. We could all took showers together. That's how you know what I mean. It was out of control. No, we didn't.
We can sit there.
I mean, there's no video evidence. There's no video evidence that.
Yeah,
that
I would have hopped in.
We had a good fucking time.
Just a fart.
That was the best part of it.
Live shower.
Record it.
Yeah, dude. The problem is the amount of shit I recorded. It's really hard to save everything. You know what I mean? Now I wish that I still had a lot of that shit. I deleted a bunch of stuff. I just after so much time, you're like, fuck, what am I going to do with this? And then I got to make a choice. Do I keep this and or get rid of that? Like, I don't think I have the raw footage of Mark throwing up in front of the Airbnb anymore. You know what I mean?
That was good stuff.
Yeah. We had so much fucking fun at all these.
Yeah, Casnocha brought liquid ass. So we went to see Airbnb, and we're all just, like, walking through the place, checking it out, as Dave Casnocha is literally freaking looks like he's pest control spraying fucking liquid ass, and I knew I had to keep moving. I think I was the first one out of the door, and I didn't make it out the door. I started yakking.
It was fucking hilarious.
I sprayed that in a dude's office before, and it literally stunk for like a month.
Like all the shit that we recorded in that van. First night, Mark, you remember in the minivan? The shit that Josh was saying, you and Josh were saying, dude.
Yeah.
I wish.
I could imagine.
Before before we ran into Joseph Henry Hardy, that first fucking night, dude, it was so, dude, the shit he said about fucking Joe having an afro and all that fucking shit, afro pubes and shit, dude. Josh says a lot of shit because Josh does not care, and he's big enough to not care about anything.
Yeah, no one's gonna fuck with that bear.
If you see, I almost put a part in there where like me, Seth, and Josh go to a sandwich shop. You know what I mean? And Josh looks like normal sized, but he's not. He's He's a big fucking dude, man. He's a big fucker.
Fucking white Suge Knight.
Yeah, he is a big fucker, dude. I mean, so he just says shit, and he don't give a fuck. He does not care about saying, does he, Mark?
Well, remember in KC Mo when we ended up at that bar in the same mall?
Yeah.
Terry told us they were hooking us up with drinks.
Yeah.
And I looked at TJ and I'm like, I've never walked into a bar and been patted down just to get through the door. And then we were like We were the only white people in there, and I was like,
at the
if shit
very
goes
end.
down, I was hiding behind Jacob.
Yeah,
I mean behind,
yeah,
but
Josh.
Josh. I was behind him. I'm
Yeah.
like, if something goes down, I'm just gonna stand behind him.
Well, me and Josh were cool. I think Seth was fine. Snyder was fine. The only one that was a little weird about it.
What, have you never met black
Yeah.
We're good.
They're like, why is this kid in the bar?
We were in when we walked in the bar, everybody in there was over the age of 50 and had a suit and or a hat or something. They was all like old school, like jazzy kind of
Don Magic Wand.
Yeah, it was cool. They were all nice, weren't they, Mark? Every one of them was
like, TJ's like, go ask for a malt liquor.
I did not. You're such an asshole.
Ask them if they carry Schlitz malt liquor, and when they don't, make a scene.
It was me personally. I felt that we didn't belong, but they didn't treat us like we didn't belong. It was cool. It was cool.
BB's Lawn Side Barbecue, Kansas City, Missouri. Go there.
Oh yeah.
Go there. Fuck Gates. Fuck all that shit. Everyone's like, go to Gates. They're telling you to go to Gates because they don't want you to go to BB's Lawn Side Barbecue because they want a table there.
Yep.
That picture of all of us together. The absolute genesis of Squeegee Life and this podcast. The genesis of that was started right there. That picture that shows in the credits and in the credits, the picture of all of us together, that's where all this started. It was all of us getting together. The podcast, the Squeegee Life thing, all of it, that's where it started. It was going to be something else, but somebody didn't show up. I'm not going to say who. Everyone knows who. You know what I mean?
That was like 4 years ago this September.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, we know it was him.
Damn, Seth's gassy tonight, Mark. Aren't you?
I ate meatballs before he came on.
He said, I ate meatballs. Who's
meatballs with ricotta. I'm like feeling it, baby.
So what's there? I mean, now we got about 20 minutes left. We can talk about some current events. I want to talk about a couple of things. I want to talk about the end of the world. The first thing is like, has anybody heard any news on the railroad strike? Is that going to happen tomorrow?
I think. I'm afraid I haven't heard that it's not.
I'm going to tell you guys something right now. Anyone that's listening to this that's not aware, but if the railroads go on strike, and when I say railroad, I don't mean Norfolk and Southern. I'm talking about if they all don't agree, they're all going to strike.
Yep.
And you talk about crippling the fucking economy in the country. The railroad shuts down, and they're all going to blame the fucking workers. And they can't really blame the workers because it was like 2003, 2004. I remember they're doing a lot of hiring. But they weren't hiring fucking kids my age. You know what I mean? You had to have spotless fucking record and all this and all. There was a lot of hoops that you had to jump through. So it was mostly older men in their 30s and 40s getting these jobs. Now all these dudes are fucking retiring. And not so much retiring, but they're working on that fucking cheap-ass money. You know, you gotta give they did all these cutbacks on hiring. They were gonna not do this, not do that. After a while, all those cutbacks that they were doing to save money are now coming back to bite them in the ass. And the unions are like, listen, man, we're overworked, fucking, we're underpaid, and for the most part, they are. I mean, for what they do, all I'm saying is, dude, we're on the verge of, that could really go bad if it lasts too long. That could really go bad.
Yeah, everything will come to a grinding halt as far as commodities.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
How about my boy DeSantis sending all them illegal immigrants right over to Martha's Vineyard? Boom.
Dude, that is just fucking.
That's my dog.
That's my dog.
Martha's Vineyard is a tiny fucking island. Okay, and it's like very wealthy. You know what I'm saying? Like elite people live there, and they dump all these people in there. Love it,
dude. You know what? Another thing, like speaking of that kind of like, you know, that's your dog. Now we got a guy here in our shit that's running. His name is fucking Jaruski. I can't. It's something Jaruski or something. It's something. It starts with Jew. That's all I know. But he's a veteran. He's a veteran. Like, I think he's one of the first veterans to run for Congress, is what it is. Some weird, or governor, something. I can't remember. But I think it's Congress. Or maybe the House of Representatives. It's one of the two. But either way, I get this fucking thing in the mail, and it's like this dude, like, fucking... It's a picture of him with a gun, and they got it set up like he's fucking Lee Harvey Oswald, dude. It's fucking crazy. And now I'm getting these phone calls about the guy, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm voting for him. And the guy's like, what? He goes, oh, well, you probably don't want to hear the rest of the survey, but can I ask why you're voting for him? I was like, because you guys are pushing so hard against him. He must be doing something fucking right. I was like, this doesn't make sense. I'm getting shit in the mail, getting phone calls, text messages about this dude. Like, I'm voting him in. It's the abortion. It's the abortion shit.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. The whole abortion thing, like, man, I'm going to be honest with you, dude. I really think that that should be a woman's right to do whatever they want to do, man. You know, I got to tell you, man, I'm not a conservative to the point where I feel like I should be telling some woman that I don't know that got fucking raped or whatever, you know what I mean, that she can't have an abortion now, you know what I mean? You gotta drive to Indiana to get an abortion. That's just so fucking weird to me, dude. Like, I'm all about the Second Amendment and all that fucking shit, but like the whole church and state, like, it's all like this fucking God, like Jesus thing, you know what I mean? And like, you know, I get that it may not sit right with some people's religious views to allow that, but I just don't. That shit, church and state should be separate, and that line is blurred there on the abortion topic, I think. And I think people are like, I get it. I get the whole religious context of it. I'm your beliefs and are your own. You know what I mean? I'm not here to judge you for them. If you think that it's wrong, that's fine that you do. But, and I mean, really, to be quite honest with you, I don't think that, I don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? Exactly. I don't agree with it. I wouldn't want one. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want Jennifer to have one. You know what I mean? I would like, man, let's not do that. You know what I mean? But if she chose to be like, I don't think I can do this, or for whatever reason, it's her decision. You know what I mean? Like, I can't, that's really weird. You know what I mean?
It's hard to
it's a weird topic.
It's a conflict of, individual rights, which is what I'm for.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes,
it's hard. It's not an easy topic, and I think we'll be arguing about it 100 years from now.
Yeah, because I'm with you on that too. It's really about if you get down to the nuts and bolts of it, it really is about an individual's rights. And if you're like a true libertarian, you should be all about individuals' rights, states' rights, and you know what I mean, like the right. Every person has a right to govern themselves in a way that, as long as you're not harming someone, you know what I mean, like And then again, then that falls into a moral argument where, like, you kind of are harming a person.
Yeah, what is a person?
Yeah, what is a person?
Yeah,
what isn't look, it's so weird.
The issue I have with it is the late term shit. Okay,
I don't care if you're in there or not, Jason. I don't care if it's separation of church and state is in the Constitution or not. That's just the way it should be.
Yeah, the late term thing, or when you hear,
because your God is not the same as someone else's God, Jason.
Right, but when it says we're going to let it up to the parent, the mom, until the last minute and deliver that baby while she makes her decision, that's fucking
weird. That's weird. That's the thing. That's the thing with this, and that I think if they would have just left it, if the left and the Democratic Party would not have not pushed the envelope so far, this wouldn't have happened.
Well,
it's jumped the shark. Like, listen, listen. It's like this. They push like this thing late, like late term. You can go 9 fucking months and decide I don't want the baby, and we'll make the baby comfortable, like in Virginia. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think there's an to me. There should be a time where, like, like after the 3rd trimester, it's kind of like, what are we doing here? It's kind of weird. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, this is kind of fucking weird, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless the mother's getting ready to fucking die, that's super fucking weird to do. You know what I mean? Like, if this is a healthy pregnancy, what the fuck?
Extenuating circumstances.
Yeah, it's super weird. So, you know what I mean? And on the same token, like, like LGBTQ, trans rights and all that shit, it jumped the shark when they started fucking pushing that shit on our fucking babies.
Yep.
That shit it jumped the fucking shark. That is fucking bullshit. There is no, you cannot, would like to know the percentage of gay men and women from the 70s and 80s and the 90s that fought for their rights to be acknowledged as, whatever, you know what I mean? To get
equals.
their equals.
They want to be equal.
You cannot tell me, I would like to know the percentage of those people that agree with sexualizing our fucking children.
Well, understand.
And not only that, but considering minor attractive persons, what in the kind of world are we living in?
Look, you got to draw the line. There's a difference between education and indoctrination.
Yeah.
Okay?
Big difference.
You don't need to be telling a 5-year-old, my opinion, that about sex. You don't need to tell a 5-year-old that they could be whatever the fuck they want to be. I don't agree with that. Okay? No. Maybe I'm traditional, but you know what?
I mean, that's out of hand. You know what I mean? Like there's stuff on the left that I can't stand. And that's one of the major ones. I mean, sexualizing children, it's always involving children on either side of the debate. It's always like this weird fucking thing. It's like, I have an issue with pro-lifers because, well, once you fix adoption, I don't know anybody who's adopted or is a foster parent. You know, I mean, put your money where your mouth is. But then on the other side, you want to abort everyone else's baby, and you're not fucking producing. You're not involved in any of this shit. So it's like, kind of shut the fuck up too. Right. You know, it's and
weird. Most of the, the one dude, that one congressman that said, most of the people that are, crying and protesting in the streets about abortion aren't even going to get pregnant anyways because they're fat and fucking nasty.
Nobody's even thought of fucking half of those people.
That shit was that dude was so fucking hard to pay. He's like, look at him. Yeah. You think they got to worry about it? I'm like, oh my God, dude. Like, you don't ever want to serve in office again, dude. He's like, look at these fucking hogs, man. Ain't nobody banging them hogs. Unless they need a PlayStation 6, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I say? God bless them.
Woo, unless it's cold outside, unless it's cold in the D, you ain't got to worry about it, cuz. Woo! Dude, that shit was so fucking hilarious, man. That was probably one of the best things ever, dude. Or another current events thing is when fucking Joe Biden's like having a celebration of his fucking stamp out inflation, and then in the corner of every news station the Dow is like fucking, and like the live ticker, it's like going down. It's like, bro. We are on.
It's like he's dyslexic, so everything's back.
I'm gonna tell you,
down arrow looks like it's going up.
It's like negative world. It's like opposite worlds. It's like
Bizarro world.
Bizarro world. There you go. Perfect. Like you get it, like TikTok will go live and it'll be like the president talking, and then you get in the chat and you see these people like fucking hearting him and fuck, I love you. This is the best president we've ever had. You have got to be fucking kidding me. Like, I got a buddy, his name's Jay Young. Every time I post a meme about something, he wants to break it down. Like, so what exactly wrong with the Inflation Reduction Act? Which part of it do you... Listen, bitch. I know what you're trying to do, and I'm not feeding into that fucking shit. Okay? Why don't you do another TikTok with some fucking imaginary shit floating over your head about which fucking superhero you are and keep it fucking greasy? Get the fuck out of here.
Just do the Dragon Ball Z.
I want you to
level one.
Because I'm asking you because I know you were very close with your grandfather, and I've never heard Jacob or Seth talk about his grandfather, and we know I didn't get along with my grandfather. I want you to think about what your grandfather would say, right, if he was around now and saw that Rachel Levin is the health secretary of the fucking country.
Oh, no. I mean, my mom, listen, man, my mom is like, she was like, they would have voted for Hillary. They would have voted for Biden. I'm like, no. I'm not going to tell you what my grandfather from St. Charles, Virginia said about when Obama was running for president. I'm not going to tell you guys about that. Okay? Yeah. You know what I mean? Because he came from a different time and era. And he was a really sweet man. But, he grew up in a different time. You know what I'm saying? But there is no fucking
No, but
way.
what would his opinion of a woman?
He would have lost his fucking mind.
Right.
He would have lost his mind. A
dressed
dude
up like a man, and she's in charge of.
No, a dude dressed up like a woman in a fucking uniform with fucking medals and shit hanging on her chest. That's what I'm saying. He would lose his fucking shit.
Right.
He would lose his shit. Lose his shit. Dude, it's crazy to me. It's crazy talk. How about the one dude, the fucking dude with the bald head that wears dresses and fucking shit and lipstick that works for the president? Holy fuck.
I don't know who the fuck he is.
That person is clearly has got a mental health issue. You have someone holding an official office that is fucked up in the head. Oh, well, I feel this. I'm a man, but I feel like a woman on the inside. Okay, well, that's clearly a mental disorder.
Yeah.
Because there's no doubting your fucking anatomy. There's just no denying it. You know what I'm saying? There's just no denying it. I want to be a woman and suck dick. Then you're gay. You're not a fucking woman. You're gay. Right.
Just be gay. What happened to just being gay?
What's wrong with just being gay, dude? Just be gay.
Hey, there's like feminine dudes,
masculine
dudes. You're not the wrong sex.
I have no problem with people, with fucking two guys or two women being a guy. I have no fucking problem with that. I have no problem with a guy thinking that he's a fucking girl. But you're a dude though. There's no getting around it. Vice versa. A girl wanting to be a guy, being butch, or wanting to be a man. That's, whatever. But clearly, there's something wrong there. There's something the matter. Because it's irrational. I'm gonna lop my fucking cock off. It's just like, what?
We need like an invasion.
Dude. Listen, we need an alien invasion to set this shit right.
Let's all agree that
we don't.
You're a fucking blow. Trash place to live. You're a loser. Fucking let's all get on
fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
That's my favorite part of TikTok. Is watching Americans make fun of fucking Europeans. I love it.
Dude, we really do like that. Listen, tough times make tough men. Tough men make easy times. Easy times make weak men. Weak men make fucking hard times. It's just a process. It's about to get rough. Period. Yeah. Because there's a bunch of soft-ass, fucking pantyhose wearing, duct tape their dick back motherfuckers that are running this country right now. They're running it right into the fucking ground, and eventually it's gonna fucking come back to bite us in the fucking ass. Dude, we're either gonna fucking starve. It's fucking craziness. Craziness.
Yeah,
craziness.
It's madness and debauchery, and then you slide into World War II and fucking, Great Depression. It's a cycle.
What is he, the Attorney General, Mark? Is that what that fucking...
No, Health Secretary.
Health Secretary, whatever. Yeah, I got some fucking dude that thinks he's a girl that's in charge of fucking health.
He's like, and
not only that, he's fucking fat too.
I got a healthy strip of duct tape.
Listen, man, we're gonna get banned from YouTube. People are gonna hate us.
I don't fucking care. Listen,
man. Listen, dude.
Listen.
Hey, we're trying to
put a fucking gun. Put a fucking gun in that guy's hand.
I've sold enough towels for the year. Okay,
right.
Let's not worry about the fucking brand. TJ's got all kind of cool shirts coming out. Go to Squeegee Lifetime and order them. Never mind.
Squeegee Life, not Squeegee Time.
Squeegee Lifetime.
Isn't that bitch the fucking Woman of the Year or something? Right? Am I wrong about that? Did Time Magazine?
Caitlyn Jenner, the first year.
Okay.
Well, that just goes to show that men are fucking the best at everything, even being a woman.
Don't even need a full year. 6 months a year, we beat you. Gave y'all bitches a head start.
We're the best female swimmers too, dude. Best female basketball.
Even Caitlyn Jenner doesn't agree with all that, And Caitlyn, I would think Caitlyn.
She says she's a traditional woman.
Yeah, but I would think that Caitlyn requires a longer strip of duct tape.
Oh yeah.
She says she believes in a marriage is only between a man and a woman. I'm like, all right, dog.
Yeah, dude. Dude.
You do you.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Listen, man, I'm just saying.
Transformed my butt.
There's clearly an agenda to ruin women. No question to me about it in the world. To emasculate men and fucking de-incentivize being a woman. Period. Yeah. Point blank. End of discussion. Being a traditional, like, I guess cookie cutter mom is a bad thing. You should be a whore shaking your tits on fucking TikTok and fucking feeding your kids fucking cheeseburgers every day. And you know what I mean? And or
I just want some fucking SpaghettiOs.
Or have some fucking dude put on duct tape his dick back, stuff a fucking bra, and then jump in a pool and be like, I'm a woman and swim better than you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm the woman of the year.
How fucking shitty is that for a woman who's trained her entire life, busting her ass to be an Olympic fucking gold medalist, and then some fucking dude grows his fucking hair out, jumps in the pool, and he's a faster woman swimmer than you are? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, this is Bizarro World. What is happening?
Oh, it's you guys seen that South Park with Miss Woman? It's like it's Macho Man. It's like, oh yeah. I'm not talking about my transition.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, dude. I don't know what to say, man. I hate to get off on tangents like this because, it fucking turns some people off, and I don't want people to think I'm insensitive. Yeah, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's gonna be what it's gonna be, but it's just fucking. It's hard for me. I don't want to be labeled as a weirdo fucking right-wing fucking Christian fucking glued to my Bible feller. You know what I mean? Like, everything you're doing is bad, blasphemy. I'm not that guy, but I think two gay dudes should fucking be more than a fucking capable of meeting at a gun range, buying a couple AR-15s, falling in love, dipping their dicks in each other's places, decide they want to go get married. They get married, share their health insurance, and fucking grow some fucking weed and adopt a baby, you know what I mean? And own the guns to fucking keep the fucking...
Adopt a baby from Africa.
Yeah, do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Everything is... I don't care what someone does in their personal life, as long as it doesn't affect the public in a negative way. What's the difference?
I agree with you 100%, but it's when you put these people with decision-making powers, I have a problem with that. You understand what I'm saying?
You have a problem with a gay person holding office?
No, I have a problem with.
I have a problem. Oh yeah, I do too, because I feel like
secretary.
I feel like that person is compromised. And I feel like that person's got their position. They got their position because they are that, not because they are qualified, but because they are that.
They're a fucking freak show.
I would not be opposed to that person doing that job if they had their fucking shit together. If you didn't look like Uncle Fester with a fucking wig on with fucking pink lipstick on. I mean, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Man, yeah, it's fucking... It's like, I always think I've always believed the same thing. The line just moved. I've never moved. The line
the line is moved. Yes, I'm in the same spot I always was. Like, my grandparents were... My grandfather was a union guy. You know what I mean? But I feel like, growing up with them, the values that were given to me, there's no way my grandparents would vote Democrat now. There's no fucking way.
Yeah.
Because it's not the same thing. It's not the thing that it was in the 80s and the 90s. It's not the same. It's not the same Democratic Party.
It's the way it seems to me. I might be wrong. Most of the older Republicans now at one time were probably those younger Democrats from that time.
Yeah. And
I mean, Trump is 100%. No one wants to admit, but that dude's a fucking straight 90s Democrat.
Oh yeah,
I mean, that's what he is.
Go do a little fucking research. Go do a little research. I mean, there's not a Democratic candidate that didn't have fucking Donald Trump money in their campaign fund. For fuck's sake, he supported the fucking Clintons. For fuck's sake, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, and I do not want to see Trump run again. I want to see.
Let's not talk about that.
I want to see DeSantis.
No, I mean, I'd like to.
I don't think that.
I don't want to lose him as our
I don't
president.
I want Trump for 4 years and DeSantis for the next 8.
No, I'm smooth on Trump now. DeSantis would be. He's young. He's the right
I want
guy
Trump.
for the job.
The only reason why I would like to see Trump in office is just so everyone has a meltdown.
Yes,
That's it.
I want to see the Democrats eat shit.
I just
yeah.
want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I just
want
want.
to see him back in office just to say fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's I think it's a necessary evil, to be quite honest with you,
Yeah.
Seth. I think it's necessary. I think that's the only way that you're going to satiate everything is if that dude runs again and wins.
Yep.
If he runs again and fucking loses a fair election, that's something else altogether. Where there's not like vote by mail fucking you can't go to the polls fucking bullshit going on. If there's no restrictions and you can just go and have an election like you always have one, and the dude loses, that's one thing. Do you know what I'm saying? But I feel like he should run again. He's kind of a twat, but there is a lot of fucking questionable shit going on. Like that, like yesterday he was like at fucking like the golf course and everyone was like speculating that he was fucking, you know, like they're meeting out there because all of them are getting ready to go to jail. Does anyone, like any rational person, can you please tell me, any rational person, please tell me if they had something on Donald Trump,
He would already be gone.
He'd
he'd be
gone
under
6
the
years ago.
fucking jail.
Yeah. Yes.
They would not be letting him run out going golfing. If they had something on him from that FBI raid, how long does it take to get that shit? I mean, like, you raided the fucking shit. What do you need? A fucking, like, what are you, making the documents? What are you doing?
Dude, they created 90% of this, okay? They got nothing. They're reaching and grasping for straws at this point. That's what they're doing. That's why they did what they did. Okay?
Seth, there's just
They're grasping for anything.
There's so much bullshit that has happened because, I mean, like the Russian collusion thing, all that shit, it was all been fucking bullshit. Could you imagine could you imagine what that dude could have gotten done without having to fuck with these people for 4 years?
Yeah, and that's why, for me, why I think DeSantis is the perfect candidate, man. He fits everything that you want. He can get a lot done.
I think he'd be a good vice president. I don't think he'd be a good president.
I think the dream ticket, and again, like Jacob said, and most people would agree that are Floridians, we don't want to lose them, but I'd love to see a Trump DeSantis for the next 4 years, and then DeSantis run for the next 8.
Then I would like to see Trump, DeSantis 2024, and then fucking DeSantis Owens. For the you know who I'm talking about, Candace Owens.
Oh yeah, Candace Owens. Mm-hmm. She's a shredder. Yep. Oh my god.
I'd vote for Candace Owens in a fucking heartbeat.
She's got to run for some local office. Then she's got to get some. Back. She's got to do something.
I agree.
In the next 4 years.
Yeah, I agree. But I would definitely, without a doubt, I'd vote for that woman. She's a black lady too.
You know who is a badass too? Matt Gaetz. Matt Gaetz is a fucking badass.
I don't like him.
Oh,
how about the broad? How about the broad in Arizona? What's her name? The one that's easy on the eyes. The former reporter.
Oh yeah.
I said that because Jennifer might be watching. What's that? What's her name?
I can't remember what her name is. I'm trying to think right now.
She's a pretty level-headed, and she was primarily a Democrat. All of her until she started.
I think like Chelsea Gabbard could switch sides too. Yeah. I'd be in on. She's easy on the eyes as well, so I wouldn't hate that either. Dude, do not tell me Chelsea Gabbard is not kind of hot.
I can't remember.
Kind of hot. A little silver streak in her hair. She's a Hawaiian and shit. I'm in.
Okay. Yeah, I don't keep up with all of them, but I just.
Who is that? Jacob?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know, but that's the podcast, guys. We'll be back next week. I don't know when we're going to be doing another guest, but I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, Maker Products, American Window Cleaner Magazine, Star Smart Box, Black Diamond Squeegee Rubber, Zero, all our Patreon fellers, and of course, windowcleaner.com. But we appreciate all yins,
Absolutely.
Right? We'll be back next week. We'll come back, do it again.
SqueegeeLife.com.
Yeah, SqueegeeLife.com. All that good shit, fellers. Thanks for watching.
Patreon.
Peace. We'll see you guys.
Later.